A report by a human rights watchdog says a keyboard army of paid online commenters supports President Rodrigo Duterte and attacks critics of his administration. The Freedom House report says a paid commenter earns between 500 pesos to 3,000 pesos daily. It also says automated accounts or bots, as well as volunteers, are used to spread political content. The study says 30 of 65 countries deploy some form of manipulation to distort online information. Countries are also rated based on obstacles to access, limits on content, and violations of human rights. Higher ratings denote less freedom in a specific category, with 0 being the most free and 100 being the least free. The Philippines still enjoys free status in terms of internet freedom with an overall score of 28, but it is less free in 2017 compared to last year when it got a score of 26. The Philippine military conducts airstrikes and artillery fire missions against the Bangsamoro Islamic freedom fighters in Maguindanao Wednesday. The BIFF is a breakaway group of the Muslim rebel group Moro Islamic Liberation Front. It is one of 4 local armed groups that have linked itself with ISIS. The MILF is now talking peace with the government. Maguindanao is a province neighboring Marawi City, where the Abu Sayyaf group and the Maute group fought government troops for 5 months in a bid to establish an Islamic caliphate. The airstrike operation is conducted a day after the closing ceremony for the 31st Association of Southeast Asian Nations Summit and related summits. President Rodrigo Duterte says concerns against terrorism dominated the summit. Surgeons on Wednesday successfully reattached the severed arm of a woman who figured in an accident at the MRT-3 just the day before. The Transportation Department says Angeline Fernando, 24, had a successful operation Wednesday morning and would be under observation at the Makati Medical Center for a few days. Fernando supposedly fainted as she alighted the train around 2:30 p.m. Tuesday. She fell on the railway tracks and her right arm was caught in between the first and second train cars. Her arm was cut near her armpit. The DOTR earlier said the MRT-3 management will help Fernando's family with the medical bills. Special assistant to the President Bongo can now photobomb your own photo. A Facebook page called Photo by Sap Bongo created a profile photo template that allows users to superimpose Go's now famous mug in front of any photo they choose. Go is known as a national photo bomber because of his reputation for taking selfie-style photos during Duterte's most historic moments. This penchant for having his face in the foreground of every shot went on overdrive at the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit, where he took his trademark selfies with powerful world leaders just a few feet behind him. While most opted to upload photos of themselves using the template, some decided to juxtapose famous events from history and pop culture for extra laughs. United States President Donald Trump says he mended ties with the Philippines during the Association of Southeast Asian Nations Summit. Trump says it's important to get along with the Philippines considering it is a most prime piece of real estate from a military standpoint. The Philippines is an archipelago sandwiched between the South China Sea and the Pacific Ocean. Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte and Trump in their bilateral meeting reaffirmed a key military-to-military agreement meant to increase U.S. military presence in the country. Trump blames former U.S. President Barack Obama for the deterioration of the relationship between the two longtime allies. Trump says, quote, "In the Philippines, we just could not have been treated nicer. As you know, we were having a lot of problems with the Philippines. The relationship with the past administration was horrible, to use a nice word. I would say horrible is putting it mildly." Obama previously slammed Duterte's war on drugs. Duterte then announced an independent foreign policy that supposedly sought to wean the Philippines from traditional allies like the U.S.